welcome to the second fight between Kokojo and Mel here in the Netherworld bracket of the Season 4 Final Fantasy Tactics 1.3 AI tournament. These guys have already gone through one fight. The maps, team setup is on the last fight, so if you want to see it, go there. Otherwise, we're not doing a large map, and what better way than to do this one. This is map number 15 at the gate of Limberry Castle, which is cool, because I don't think we see this map in game. A lot of movement first, because there's a humongous gap in the way, but we are still able to get some gunshots in, apparently. So 64 damage was thrown to one of these guys. I think it was a Geomancer, in which case he just healed right back up with regen to move HP up. Mel is rocking the haste thing, so he has two of his units hasted now, as one of his Geomancers launches face forward and dives into depth to water and can't do jack crap, as she then gets an ice brand thrown at her face. His Geomancer is kind of tailing behind as his priest goes and hastes herself. Gun once again, gunfire, 64 damage onto a female Geomancer, which gets obliterated anyways, and then she guards a weapon slash. His Geomancer is going for, I believe, a petrify onto the female Geomancer. And then they're all just kind of circling around her right now. A holy onto one of Kokojo's priests. Here's the petrify, and misses. Coco's female Geomancer goes for a throw, which counterfloods for both of those people, as the male priest is down for the count thanks to Holy. He loses his AT2. Mugdaravan out of Mel's Geomancer means he now has a sleeping and stopped Geomancer on his hands, so she's not going to be doing anything for a while now. Looks like we have a raise 2 out of Coco's priest as the Holy resolves onto Coco's Geomancer, 137 damage, as we get some more X potion onto Mel's female Geomancer. Looks like we're going for an Asuna. Yep, onto female Geomancer. Hey, Dryer's done. And then she dies once again thanks to some melee action. So she was not able to lose her stop, but she did lose her sleep, but he got woken up anyways. Depth 2 water now for Mel's priest. She is out of the turn. Petrify does work against the chemist, so she can't remedy anybody right now. But she can't get Sigma magicked. Len going after a threaten onto Coco's Geomancer, which does not work. More petrify action happening right here. Looks like a holy is charged onto this female Geomancer right before she rezzed up. So she rezzes up and dies once again. Water ball getting thrown onto Lynn, who triggers HP restore. She is back in the game, as Petrify once again resolves on the chemist, and she is once again stoned. Raise 2 and then a Stigma Magic. This kind of looks familiar. Straight melee onto the priest. He's charging and not enough. Looks like we got some more petrify onto this Geomancer. The priest is critical right now, still charging. Haste gets refreshed. Raise 2 does resolve into female Geomancer, as we have more petrify, which misses this time, as we have some water ball healing onto Coco's priest, who's going for more petrify. Wave fist onto his onto a priest, 65 damage, as she goes for a charm as well. Coco now has one of his priests charmed, and then another one is dead thanks to some melee. Now we have some friendly fire petrify going on right here, which he then gets healed because the AI, I think, is dumb like that. They just healed his friend even though he was charmed, and now they're just all kind of weakly ganging up on one of his Geomancers. His female Geomancer does knock his priest out with a weak counter flood. He then gets meleeed and proceeds to counter, and then we have more threaten out of Lynn. It does work this time, so Coco is down one Geomancer for the moment. Coco's priest shows himself back up, and he goes for another charm. Does not work this time. Jessica, Mel's priest, is now completely out of mana. She's just resorting to staff whacking. A little bit elemental onto his crew, but that doesn't do much of anything. Coco's Geomancer running away and getting stabbed at the same time. The depth 2, no longer depth 2, Geomancer got shot at, so she's back. Threw a ball at the Geomancer, caused a stop proc, so she is going to be melee down a whole bunch. Donak does wear off, so she's throwing some water balls up top. She keeps on getting threatened into the corner. She's not doing much of anything as they heal up the male Geomancer. Some weak melee onto the female Geomancer, and then down for the count because her shield's pretty useless when she stopped. The Donak to Geomancer picks up the crystal, heals herself up real quick, and now she's just getting gangbanged right here. So melee, 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 melee. Ooh, card. Some more threat in action. Does not work. Coco's Priest turns into a treasure chest, some Ice Brand, and a Counter Flood. Ooh, High Ether onto the Priest, so she's able to cast Holy, but she's going to be casting Haste instead onto Mel the Geomancer, who is now hasted and going after melee swings. 126 damage, triggering Meatbone Slash. He's down once again. More threatened. No more Meatbone Slash. She's just in the corner with regen. Male Geomancer catches the Phoenix down, and he shackles himself up. Stays within Cure 2 range. And then we have some Carve Model. Geomancer down to critical. Can't do anything. Michelle with the gunshot. Dead. Alright, so, grats to Mel, you're advancing, and Kokojo, hell was pleasant. Thank you for running the show, but goodbye.